Hey, how's it going everyone? So, we recently had 2 streams showcasing a whole bunch of Arcade Edition information, the new DLC character Sakura, as well as a bunch of new V-triggers and gameplay footage. So it's been crazy lately. We also had a blog post and the full patch notes. I say full because unfortunately they're still very vague. Even though they're translated, we still have a bunch of hurtbox and hitbox information that don't even explain what they do, and that is a really important part of the patch notes. So unfortunately, I think the best thing to do at this point is just wait till the game comes out, wait till community members help show us the actual hitbox changes so we can see what is exactly buffed and nerfed. I think it's just the best way to do it, as well as I can show some of the changes myself in training mode. So I guess we'll just be patient. But since we have a lot of information anyways from those 2 streams, I think it's best in this video we're going to go over some updates on Sakura, all the new information that we learned about her, and yeah, let's get started. Now, Sakura's character page has been added on the CFN website, so now that we see her move list as well as her health and stun. So she has 950 health and 950 stun, so not too high but also not too low. So let's go over her standing normals now because we got footage on all of that. Starting with her standing light punch. This is her 4-frame normal and it's got pretty damn good range. She could also link into a standing light kick afterwards, which will lead into a knockdown, so that's really nice. Now her standing medium punch, this has really short range, but the reward for landing this is quite good. She's got a lot of links that converts into, she can link into a crouching medium punch, she can link into a crouching medium kick, as well as a back hard punch. So really good. We saw that from the trailer. She's like +7 on hit on this thing, so this is one of her normals you want to land. Next up we have our standing hard punch. This is actually special cancelable, which is really nice. I mean, the range on this looks good for a hard punch. It looks kind of like that Ryu hard punch angle, and you know, go figure. And since she can special cancel of it, I mean, you could be really easy to buffer into specials or supers when you're just kind of standing outside your opponent's range. Now we have our standing light kick. Once again, good range and kind of hits at that Ryu angle as well, but since you can cancel into a DP, a medium punch strength DP is really nice because that leads into a knockdown once again. And then we have our standing medium kick. I mean, not much to say about this except obviously the range is good. This is +1 on block. Now moving on to her standing hard kick. This is our crush counter. That's what we've seen in the trailer. The crush counter you can't convert into too much unless you're really close, but if you're far away you can dash in into a standing light punch or a standing light kick, and if you're close enough you can walk forward and do a standing hard punch or walk forward into a back hard punch. Now onto crouching attacks now. We have Sakura's crouching light punch. This is her 3-framer, so she does have a 3-frame normal. Now we have our crouching medium punch. This one looks decent range too. It's actually +2 on hit, and this is special cancelable as well. Now we have our crouching hard punch. Just like before, it is an anti-air attack, so anyone who's familiar with Sakura, she can also cancel into medium tatsu from this, and her medium tatsu converts into crouching light punch. So this looks like one of her best anti-airs so far. Moving on to crouching kicks now. Her crouching light kick links into her crouching light punch, so she's +3 on this, and then once again that converts into a knockdown. Her crouching medium kick, really good range, definitely one of her best normal attacks. She can special cancel all of this into a heavy DP, really good damage, really easy to buffer, and the players during the WSOL stream said it's really easy to hit confirm into, whether it's a super or a special move as well, so yeah. Crouching hard kick, I mean, it's a sweep, it's a crush counter, nothing out of the ordinary, it hits once. And then one final thing to note about her normals, her jumping light kick is also another cross-up that she has besides her jumping medium kick, which we've seen in the trailer. Alright, let's talk about Sakura's command normals now. Starting with her forward medium kick, this is her overhead. This actually kind of starts slower than most normal heads do, but it reaches really far, and this is actually +1 on hit, which means on counter hit, you can link a crouching light punch afterwards. So a really good reward with this. Maybe you can get a little bit more frame advantage on a meaty overhead as well. We're going to have to see when Sakura launches here. Next up we have back hard punch, which we've seen converts from a standing medium punch. This command normal has a ton of uses. It's also a very reliable anti-air. I wouldn't be surprised if this hits behind Sakura's head as well, if someone's trying to cross you up. This is also her crush counter, which knocks the opponent up in the air, where you can do some cool combos from that, juggle combos, and like I said, yeah, links from a standing medium punch, really good. And then finally we have this other command normal called chin buster kick, and this is down forward hard kick. And I don't know much about it. They tried to figure out what the use of this was, and didn't really seem like, I don't know, can you special cancel all of it? It's +3 on hit. It definitely looks like an anti-air, no less, but the startup is really slow. They try using it as an anti-air, but like in a practical match, why would you not use crouch and hard punch, or back hard punch, or even light DP? So we're gonna have to see. Maybe this is like some crazy media attack or something to do with to help her V trigger. So we'll see when the character finally gets in her hands. So overall, my impressions of Sakura, she's a pretty solid character, man. I mean, I'm pretty impressed with the footage that we've seen. I know people are worried because DLC characters are like hit and miss for Street Fighter V, especially when they're just releasing. But she looks strong, man. Her normals have great range, good buffering, nice long combos, good damage, good stun. Both her V-triggers seem to have their uses. Really solid anti-airs, I mean. She looks like a great character. So I'm going to hammer out some bullet points now. She has a 16 frame dash, pretty good little hop. It's the same as Ryu's, go figure once again. As for her fireballs, in case you guys don't know, she can charge her fireballs. When you charge them up, they do 2 hits and they actually allow a juggle afterwards. The anti-air version is the same thing, where you go core circle forward and hold down kick. And you can like juggle like a DP after, for example, for some added damage. And the anti-air version gives you a lot of time to juggle afterwards if someone jumps in from a full charge fireball. You also cannot charge the EX fireball, pretty much like a charge version anyways. Or charge version of her fireballs also go further. As for her V-skill dive kick, it looks pretty plus on block from the footage I've seen at pause. It was like plus like 26 or something like that, but don't think of it like, you know, a regular like dive kick like Cammy or something. Like the whole process of going V skill and dive kick is pretty slow. You'll get hit out of the air for sure, but it's good to apply pressure in general if the opponent is sleeping. Her V reversal, it looks like it hits low, but they tested it. It actually doesn't hit low, but it does cause a knockdown, which is nice. Both her V triggers are 2 bars each, which was surprising. I figured that her V trigger 2 would be 3 bars, but nope, they're both 2 bars. Her V triggers cannot cancel from her special moves, which actually is a common case between characters that have 2-bar V triggers, but she has a lot of conversions anyways with her normals, which are good. Her V trigger 1 can only throw 3 fireballs before draining, and her V trigger 2, she can do 3 special moves before that drains as well. Her V trigger 2, it's either her DP or Shoryuken and her Tatsu. So V trigger 1, she has an additional move with that. That's her palm strike that we discussed before in the trailer breakdown, and it's +6 on hit, which is really high. It doesn't drain V gauge at all, which is nice. You can use as much as you can before the V trigger drains. And can link a standing medium punch, then crouching medium kick after, and can neutralize fireballs as well. So a lot of utility with this thing. I don't think they tested what it was on block, but from what I understand, word on the street that it was safe on block. And it's a good juggle thing for a combo filler as well. As for her special moves now, her light Tatsu is +1 on hit, which means that if you get a counter hit, she can link a crouching light punch afterwards. Her medium Tatsu, that's the one you want to land. It's +3 on hit, and you can link a crouching light punch afterwards, which then leads to a DP like her traditional combos. But she doesn't have Tatsu loops in this game. It's just one, you know, continuation after the Tatsu. Her EX Tatsu is safe on block. It's -2. So that's really nice, especially when you have like V trigger up and you can just go for a gamble, because you can convert into a lot of damage. In the corner, you can go into a DP, as shown in the trailer, or an EX DP. It does a lot of damage. Her light DP can be used as an anti-air. It's quite quick. It has decent horizontal range. It doesn't do too much damage, and it takes a long time for Sakura to recover afterwards, but it is an anti-air nonetheless. Her normal DPs do not give her a counter hit recovery, meaning that if you do a DP on somebody, they can't crush counter you unless it's the invincible versions, which is only her EX and her V trigger versions of her DP. Hard punch DP does give you Oki, which is pretty cool. They only test it on quick rise up, but you can dash in and do a standing medium punch or a crouching medium punch, and it frame traps them. Good meaty. Like I said before, her EX DP is invincible, fully invincible from the starting, as well as her V trigger DP, also fully invincible from the beginning. So that's most of the new info in a nutshell. I'm actually really excited to play Sakura now after seeing that footage and testing out some of those combos myself. She looks really fun to play. And yeah, man, those patch notes, once again, it's just Really disappointed that they did not give the hitbox hurtbox information. So be patient, guys. I want to deliver these patch notes very clear so you guys know exactly what's buffed and nerfed. I just don't want it to be half-assed, really. So be sure to subscribe to the channel, guys. We'll be covering AA very, very closely, and it's right around the corner. We'll be going everything. We also have Mir helping me as well with some combo videos and tech in the future. Also, don't forget to like the video, guys. It helps, and I'll keep you guys posted with the info that we got from those streams in the future. So till then, guys, take care.